Hello, my cuties and my beauties, and welcome back. How have you been? Alright, what in tarnation were we doing? I think I was trying to get my hack up to 15? Dissenters. God, my...
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love living here.
A tactical shotgun. Wait, plasma rifles. Oh, I can now, travel. Here. You had the rest, now try the... You've had the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. I want there. Boarworst. It's not the worst unless it's Boarworst. I understand trying to manage expectations, but, experimental notes. I'm hereby repurposing this botanical lab from its original concept as a gear in the soulless automaton of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but like all Spacer's Choice products, it is cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own two hands. This place shall become a nursery. Before it was abandoned, I understand the horticulturists failed to produce a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. I am determined to find a way. May the eternal smile upon my endeavors. Flora are living things, as sensitive to their environment as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the crops in this region failed because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of a sterile and inhumane power. One cannot expect your crops to flush with green and rich from the sky under these conditions. The soil is sour, it's true. I don't know quite how to explain that. I am sure the scienticians will say something about biology or the carbon cycle, but I can conclude, after months of my own experimentation, that the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and a natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials, just as nature intended. Password accepted. Password. Silent Spring. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fortuitously, the old botanical labs are still operational. Mostly. The soil's sour. I'll do what I can. But I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of saltuna lingering on my tongue. Day in, day out. I want something fresh. Something that grows out of the earth. We found another worker from Edgewater. Ex-worker, now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, The poor girl was in a sorry state. Fever, shallow breathing, delirious. Must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was all better in a couple of weeks, physically, spiritually, and he's one of our flock. Is that... Okay, that's everything off this computer. Listen, I know, like, the secret of this place. I just don't know how to find the secret of this place.
Where are we headed?
Like, the secret to the fertilizer is human corpses. Like, I know quite a bit about just this one planet and, like, nothing else. How do you do?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Oh. Here's their generator. Ah!
Great work. Okay, no computer down here. I would also kind of like to look up where to find that third book for our friend. Ooh, a hunting rifle. That's a long gun. I don't specialize in long guns, I specialize in heavies. Alright, wait. No, this is Worlds. God, why does there have to be the Outer Worlds and the Outer Wilds? Right. So, Volume 3. Location. Oh, it's in the geothermal plant. Yeah, let's head over to the geothermal plant. Grab that book. See what else we find in that area. Maybe the thingamabob that I'm after is also there. I don't know.
Screw it. Error, security log inaccessible. Attention, scheduled security update. Do I have a flashlight? Settings, controls, button layout. Back. I'm not on a controller. I have a controller plugged in, I think. I've thrown a grenade by accident. God, this thing has been just plugged in, sitting like on the ground essentially next to my computer for so long. Settings. Controls. Button layout. Nope. Still showing the controller. Alright, we'll wander around down here for a bit. I would love to buy more of those. They aren't even that expensive, actually. So I need to get this up to 40 to be able to buy, thingamabobs.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Quest over the frightened engineer. I had to borrow your copy of your Young Spaces Guide. Engineer radio has been sputtering. Okay. Chaos everywhere. Mechanicals gone haywire. Gunfire. Hearing some screams. Like to leave early for the day. Please deduct a delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you. Proud to be a member of Spacer's Choice. A bunch of stuff has been purged. Oh, yeah.
I wish I could do that.
Listen, 5 sports to be dismissed immediately. Yeah, that's a lot of words. That's a whole lot of words. Oh, it's back here. Bathroom.
Nice.
No! Yeah, alright, Physical armor rating. Those are quest items. This is... No! Model spaceship. Yeah, I just unlocked the ability to sell stuff to, do these things. The model spaceship is not junk. The rest of us is junk. I don't know how much money that made me, if any. But it did lose me like 20 pounds. Is there a flashlight? Hi, little buddy. Reno. Quit. Okay, there. Hell yeah! This is gonna be a terrible choice.
It's done. Incoming!
What's this?
Where are we headed?
Not real. You're not real.
You're not real.
Go away, Phantom. Go away, Phantom.
Guys, am I not real?
You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Phantom, where?
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Higgins, the Phantom's name. The Phantom's got a name.
No, you can't possibly be a hallucination. You're much too dense. Not at all, my corporeal friend. Higgins is my name. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Nah, you're too fucking stupid to be a hallucination.
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Right.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Good point. I hadn't thought of that.
Uh-huh. So, you see my dilemma. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
So you ate sprat?
Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
What happened to this place?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
I
was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. I specialized in automechanicals, drones.
Right, what was that before you became a Sistine Tycoon?
Before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
Ah. I should go. Alright. Yeah, fuck it, let me in.
Hey, it's impressive.
To install your mod, first blah 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 blah. Let's see, Magnum. I can increase magazine size by 50%. Selling this mod cannot be removed unless you are an engineer virtuoso. character. Ah, that's gonna be way out of my league. Alright, if you lost mod, the thought the current one will be destroyed. Okay. I feel like I'll find more of those. Is that 99%? Insufficient weapon words. Break down. Break down, yeah. I'm gonna keep all of that one. Because I have the light machine gun and I have all reliable. We'll break down the light machine gun. We'll keep a hold of the shovel. We'll keep the sword for a sentimental factor, because I'm pretty sure that's my first shovel.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
My body. It hurt. Why is the air spicy? Oh, we're stacked up on top of each other. I could have gone up here. What's this? I keep doing things, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Processing. Assist sweeping.
Down they go!
Unit performing an area sweep now.
What's through here? Chester's passcode. Are you Chester? Are you Chester? Wait.
Okay, going quiet.
That's fine. Cobra just sent a team of technicians. Yes, I'm on it. I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be a part of the Space Destroyers. Sorry to do a bit of sleuthing by my own self. Got my hands on a logic module time. Experimentation. Ah. What's up here? What's through here? Okay, up here. Guys, I think I'm going in circles. Itchy ear. Wasn't your name Chester?
What's eating you? The tail. Jimmy'd open the vending machines. Well, yes, for the uninitiated palate. A true gourmand appreciates the Sprat's complex melange of flavors. Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts. You mean, why did the Mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. I was on cleaning duty at the time.
No, his name was Higgins, not Chester. I am completely lost and turned around. There's 6 floors to this place. That was terrible.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I was barely listening.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Alright. God, this place is really... Oh my god, it's so big. It is very pretty. Power attack damage plus 20%. Mr. Ouch. It looks like they invested a lot of money into, like, the startup. And just expected it to, with no further, like, input, like, make dividends and returns.
But I told you to move along. Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging. That ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Eight months.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
Honest.
music! Thank you for the thingamabob. Subscription, whatever. Woo! And also, welcome to the stream. Hi! Yeah, yes, I got some help setting up a voice.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
It was.
That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit. What's on your mind?
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon
How
me,
you doing?
starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me,
I'm doing
Adelaide
pretty
took
good.
me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Woo!
Carry on.
Hey,
Who do I buy things from again?
okay?
Nope, not down there. Mock apples.
Great work.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
Carry on.
I'm just looking around, you know? I think my character's stupidity is rubbing off on me a little bit.
Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb.
Increases walk speed by 10%. I'd love to get that. Oh, what's this? That's a heavy amount of damage for a pistol.
Something I can help? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
I asked one question.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Hey, I got time.
Well, do I not need to continue investigating? Actually, do need that. ball. Grenade launcher. No, machine gun. No grenade launcher.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
I'm pretty confused right now.
Hey, me too. But mostly because I just had my second dose of adrenatime. I am so completely addled right now. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of adrenatime, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
They're even alive.
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable.
What?
Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
God, I'm getting so many calls today, and all of them are almost definitely spam.
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon.
I'm sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Nope. Okay. Who ate my lunch? Eight cases, Bumblebee, Pale Kale Ale. Borston baked in beans, woolly milk, Spacer's choice, tarmac and cheese. God, if only I could read cursive.
Something you need?
This isn't Fallout New Vegas. I don't need to, you know. God, that gun is so much bigger. Hello, Mr. Phone. I would like to open you. Without, you know, the fucking bullshit AI goddamn garbage that you try to open every god fucking damn time. And if I dump everything into this, I could convince her to come back. Found one.
What is it? I'll tell you what I can. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If any... What is it?
Okay, hold up. Dear Lord, why are there 7 billion ads on this bullshit site? Okay, it can be found in the Botanical Labs in Emerald Vale on a plate on the counter in the room with 3 large cylindrical water tanks. You.
Anything else I can do for you? Haven't you ever seen a novelty paperweight?
How dumb do you think I am?
You asking me rhetorically, or whatever absurd accusations you have churning about in your mind? I assure you, I have heard them all. I remember a Eugene. Pleasant enough boy. Whatever happened to him?
Gene shot himself.
I did nothing wrong. The teeth were harvested from a body that went cold long before my tools ever touched it. Gold does not decompose. The teeth had to be removed. And while I am no licensed dentist, I should think I did a fair job of it.
I knew it. You people are cannibals.
We're not cannibals, dear. I don't eat corpses. I just use them in my fertilizer. The crops I grow here are natural, nutritious, healthy. My garden does more than fill the bellies of my flock. It keeps them from falling ill. The Vale's barren. Been that way for years. Soil's been sterile about as long as I can remember. All I did was follow nature's own way. Death is essential to life. When the spirit leaves the body returns to the earth from whence it came. What remains is a carcass moldering neath the soil. Decomposition is a natural process, essential to new life. All life feeds on other life.
You've been quiet, Bavardi.
Oh, I don't know. If it was me, I'd be glad to volunteer. Keeping others alive, that'd be a beautiful gift to leave. But none of the folk you used had a say. You didn't ask, ma'am. And what about my dad? I talk to his grave every Saturday. Is he even there?
Robert is just where you left him, dear. He died too long ago. By now, he's naught but a skeleton. Whatever you say, my dear. I'm listening.
Okay.
That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
Whoa, that's deep.
You almost sound like you've never had anyone ask after your spiritual condition. You poor thing. Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever. That sounds like fever talk, all right. So why am I tempted to believe you? Where did you say you were from?
I arrived here from Earth.
I could do without the mockery. If you don't want to tell me where you're from, that's fine by me.
Don't understand. I'm from the Hope.
Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale. Oh, you're talking about that old piece of folklore. Now I'm convinced you're delirious. You really ought to lay your head down, dear. Babbling only agitates the humors. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell.
I should go. God, I just need a smidge more experience.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. The doctor is the, barber.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Listen to make my head hurt.
This is what happens when you eat with your fingers. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
I don't understand a word you said.
I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
No.
Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. My apologies.
Hang on, medical rats?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Yeah, huh?
What can I do? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Well, if you use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
I got some voice for
Go
you.
ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
What are the symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol.
Why don't you treat all the workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Sounds exhausting.
As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
There you are.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
The lie one.
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery.
I wonder if I
in the
could get like a
skies.
lie to my life skill to
Don't say
0 and
that,
fail
Mr.
that.
Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I am? Law, help me. Paranoia is one of the plague's known symptoms. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, what up?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
That's not shoddy at all.
I'm doing right by the town, I'll tell you that much. That's all I...
Something you need?
Parvati, please. I want a fulfilling conversation with you.
I've got some... Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Finally. I have a +6 from Parvati. I'd love to share these points. I need to get that to 40. Just so I can buy more, like, hacking and lockpicking tools. Like, why does the power armor affect my hacking and lockpicking? Like, sneak, sure, but like, all of it? No.
Something I can do. You run. Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Oh, I have a perk that I can pick. %, vendor price? Gotta see something. I mean, 20% cheaper on like everything would be nice. Yeah, there's bound to be something like over there, right? Gotta solve all the problems. I have to do every quest.
Ever consider the Marauder life? It's pretty sweet. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Sure. Yep, be right over. Moving. I'm going. Sure thing. Be right there. In a jiff.
I can make her talk.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Okay. Back to Edgewater. Journal. So that's the Gravekeeper. Barbershop.
What can I do for you?
So There were a lot of words in there.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. I think this is teeth as collateral.
You know about Eugene? How? Were you snooping around in my things? Or was it just dumb luck? Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Okay. Journal. There's a station as a guard and a landing southeast.
Had your rations yet?
I don't think it's this one, but it might be. It is not.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you here.
What?
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Wait, resistance?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Ah. Well, fuck me.
Oh, they mean to. Just you wait.
What?
Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
What can I do to stop the coming apocalypse?
You can gird yourself in the armor of righteousness, soldier. From this moment on, you are a proud member of the Resistance.
Hoorah!
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Sir, yes, sir. I knew there was gonna be something back here. I didn't know there was gonna be a road back here, though. You wanna fucking go, boy? What's this? Etymology, rah, 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 big words, me no understand.
Ah, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
He's just a...
Ooh, ow, could you not? I mean, it's a mechanical, sure, but that just seems mean.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Good luck, I guess. I'll fix him up, Parvati.
Yeah, huh?
He's just a little fella. Ooh. Look at the little guys. They're so small. They're just little beans. He was just a little robot guy. He was just a little confused. Sir, the robots!
Bring us honor, soldier.
We're gonna... Sir?
Bring us honors.
Sir. Okay.
Bring us on. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts.
Yes!
Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Alright, now we run around and, turn in the grave fees. No. So it seems very clear that, like, any building you can enter has a, the door has, like, a blue lights on it. Kind of like that. As a subtle,
Something I can do for you?
You can stop doing squats in front of me.
You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. Yeah? Something I can...
Alright, we're gonna drop a save, and then we're gonna talk about Eugene.
Yeah? Well, yeah. Oh, law. Don't tell me. Marauders were serving his body as the centerpiece in their vile feasts. Did they stick a mock apple in his mouth? Still in good condition? I could always ask Conrad to have them installed. Eugene's teeth were handed down the generations, and my old chompers ain't getting any prettier.
The game seems to slowly be breaking down. And by slowly, I mean very rapidly. He's just doing squats. Everyone's just on a really intense workout routine. Okay.
Heard something outside the walls.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
Alright. We're gonna save the game. So my objective is to convince him to step down, the other lady to step up, and...
My offer remains standing should you reconsider. Go ahead. Thank you. I can head into the plant. Remember that you are representing your town and your company. If you could see...
I forget that I have a grenade launcher too. No, I don't want that exit. Yes, I want this exit. Oh, is your workout routine done?
Something I can...
Alright, Okay, we're gonna fast travel over here. Talk to him, and then we're gonna fast travel back over to the Botanical Center. Doctor. Possibly fast travel back to Camp Town.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found the package.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand bolts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Sounds fun.
Fun? This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
I already got it. I get it. I'm going to go undercover as a mechanical, learn their ways.
You got the pluck, kid. But no, can't risk having you go native. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Appreciate it, boss. I didn't realize that crazy dude's quest line would continue going and going. I do not want to encounter one of those. That thing looked gross.
I'm listening. I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have... My dear. Me and... A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little... I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take... Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. I could not possibly care less if he does. But I'm...
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Okay, never did that. I'm torn between those two. We'll take that. Terminal log in the... Yeah, find the key card, okay. We're gonna go back to Edgewater, like, one more time real quick. I really am desperately trying to get this this specific ending for this town. Boom, 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 boom. Huh. The little armed thing that says armed actually, like, changes. All right.
Something on your mind? Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
I'm sorry, what?
Begging your pardon, Saltuna is a staple in the diet of any self-respecting spacer. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
Wow, alien fish with every meal. About living the high life.
Every meal? Hold on there, friend. This isn't Byzantium. We eat once a day, in accordance with Spacer's Choice nourishment regulations. Go ahead. Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up. If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose. Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most. That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent. Modern science disagrees with you, friend. It is a well-documented fact that the wealthiest in society do not suffer from ailments of the Constitution. I believe the plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude, and it is one we will see through to the end. Go ahead. That you are not one of... I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as Nature is uglier. There is safety here. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague. But it is why we... Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, Spacer's Choice Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives. We used to sell citrus-flavored Saltuna in our heyday.
Since Adelaide left, we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint.
Go ahead. It is my job to keep two eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place. I wish you wouldn't say things like that. I expect you wouldn't understand. You don't see the town as I do. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do. I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. Times change. People change. This is a Spacer's Choice town. Loyalties...
Actually, what's my medicine skill at? Maybe I can...
Something like... Go ahead.
Aww. Region. Alright, how did I miss you? Character. What do I want to show the rest of these? Stealth. I don't plan to be a super stealthy character, but after 50 you can add special. Worth it. No, I was right. I need to go back up here, take a left, go through here. What's that? What's that? Why is there blood there? There's no corpse over here. I'm very confused. Alright, we're gonna redirect to Edgewater. And status. And we're at 53% efficiency. Taste the freedom. Spicer's choice. Can I fast travel when there's hostiles nearby?
Here they come!
Good job, Parvati.
I know. I'm trying to think.
One of us want to go see what happened? I don't know how much longer we'll last without...
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and run. Something I can help you with?
Huh?
I don't know how much longer we'll last.
I don't know how much. Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
Oh, it's sealed. Hey, Zoe.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally. How do you expect me to enjoy the adventures of the masked marketeer with no power?
Adelaide? Well, she's not in here.
I don't know how much longer we'll last without power.
Presumably, not much.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? Are you really this moronical, or are you just putting on airs? Listen here, Hullhead. I'm only gonna say this once. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Yeah.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell him what I have already told you. That I know the secret to bringing life back to the soil. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Okay. I'll probably swap out of the power armor at some point. Hey, everybody.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a coop. I trust Adelaide's people have... Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect, I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of him and shut down the greenhouse. You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
No. Alright.
And when you say special fertilizer, Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's, come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Alright, region. And now we fast travel back to the botanical. I feel like I've been silent for most of this, but like, the game does a lot of the talking for me, so I'm actually quite happy for that, but still. Hello, everyone. Alright, we'll see what the order of events here is.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom.
Deserters are now confused.
Not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry. What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
Sorry, Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? I never imagined she'd step foot in Edgewater long as Reed ran the town. Something must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide's good as family. If she's going back, so are we.
Never liked Reed much. Can't...
Huh?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Standing around the campfire is nice and all. And so, something I can help you?
Got the strangest craving for Adrena time. I need some time to gather.
Alright, Edgewater Docks. Why you?
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
A shock stick. Alright. We've done everything in Edgewater. Botched nothing. Right, I killed the people who were trying to ticket me.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I'd be glad. Pick
Yes!
a cabin.
I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
She's fucking adorable. Hello, Vicar Max.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain?
I have this power
thingy. Do you
thingy.
know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I've got my very own ship. Is that as fast as that spins? I was expecting it to be faster. Oh, it's one-handed. So machine guns do only have one thing. Ferrari, why are you still just saying...
I think you did the rightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. Something you need?
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
And we're finally off. Congratulations, guys. It only took us 4 hours to beat the tutorial.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Okay.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the Hope.
All right.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
You want me to wear a cape?
Wrong matter of shroud, my slow-witted accomplice. This is, how to put it simply, a device that makes you look different, sound different. Briefly. The device has its limits, but it will allow you to blend in perfectly, and probably won't jeopardize your ability to have children. Will it? No, definitely not. Probably, yes. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
I'll put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you
I'm
once
tired
you've
of
found a way
conversation.
to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Alright, and with that, we'll be calling it here. I hope y'all have had fun. The unreliable. Logs? That's a lot of words. What's over here? Oh, a bin. You can have this, and this, and this, and I want this back because I'm just gonna sell that now. Power technologies. You can have that and that, I guess. What else? What else do I have on there that I want to keep a hold of for some reason? I might put those on, you know, just to see what they look like. That's for steam, so I'll keep a hold of that, I guess. Wait, my model ship! Where's my model ship? There it is. It is a treasure. What's up here? Huh, that's Parvati's room. Hello, Maxwell. Not Maxwell, Max. Parvati! There you are. Ow!
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy-like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space, but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Oh yeah, that's the ship's computer voice thingy.
Oh, neat! I've never seen a talkie system before. I read about them, though, in a trade magazine. Hello, I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Parvati will be fixing you from now on. I expect your full cooperation.
I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Well, anyway, like I said, we're, actually, I'm gonna go talk to you.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. Goodbye.
I'm in the mood for some entertainment. I know I said I'd be calling it here, but like should be fun. Not like more pressing matters to attend to, but I do. Yeah. Excellent.
Welcome back. How can I?
Alright.
See you soon.
We'll be calling it here. We achieved everything we wanted in that town, and that's about as far as I've ever gotten in the game. So everything's new to me here from here on out. Also, it's been like a year or two, maybe longer, since I last played the game, and I was back on the old version that didn't have any that I didn't have any DLC. I hope you all had fun. Have a good day, good evening, good night, and goodbye. And goodbye. Goodbye.